One of the pros of real estate is when you're not busy during the day, when you're not showing homes or returning emails, stuff like that, I get to hang out with people who have flexible jobs. Today, I'm going out to lunch with a couple buddies of mine.
Listen, all you New Yorkers.
I'm a little bit early, but that's kind of my nature. I'm always about 5-10 minutes early to everything. This is the place. This is the plug right here.
All you can eat sushi. Shout out to my mom and groupsinchrist.com.
Say hi. Say hi to YouTube.
I wanted to make a vlog today to talk about being a real estate agent. I try and make my real estate business very social media friendly. And for that reason, I get a lot of messages from people who are not agents who are looking at becoming an agent. So I decided in today's vlog I wanted to speak to some of those questions. If you're thinking about getting your real estate license and you have a bunch of questions how to get started fast, I hope this vlog will be helpful to you. Now, my first disclaimer is I do not know everything. I am by no means a real estate expert. I did get off to a quick start, but I'm going to share with you the things that I did, and it doesn't mean that nothing else works, it's just what worked for me. Before I start telling you the things that I do in my business that kind of got me off to a good start, let me give you some statistics of other real estate agents. 80% of real estate agents will not have their license in 2 years. There is a revolving door in this industry. The average real estate agent in Minnesota in their first year does 4 transactions. In their second year, there's different statistics out there, but it's 6 to 7 transactions. That's usually about the average. Me personally, I did 19 transactions in my first year and I did 29 transactions in my second year. I just started my 3rd year in real estate and I'm super excited about that. I absolutely love what I do. The first 2 years in real estate are the hardest. The reason why is because you have 0 experience and you're asking somebody to put their faith in you when you have 0 experience to help them make the biggest financial decision of their life. Does that make sense why nobody would want to use you? So without further ado, I want to get into my 6 steps into jump-starting your real estate business. Tip number 1, you need to find yourself a good mentor. Whatever that looks like, whether that's paying for real estate coaching, whether that's getting on a team, or if you just have another agent that you know that you can be in contact with. What that looked like for me is I joined a team. I liked the team aspect just because it kind of had a built-in mentor, because whatever I was contributing to the team contributed to the mentor, his bottom line, the team's bottom line. In your first year of real estate, you're going to run into all sorts of issues during the transaction. Some people say, what can go wrong in a real estate transaction? Literally everything can go wrong in a real estate transaction. Whenever I ran into an issue, I could call and my mentor would be on the phone right away. That is gold when you're getting started in real estate, because you don't know how to interact with clients when certain things come up. That experience that I could draw off of from my mentor, because my mentor had been in the business for about 5 years, so I could pull off of his 5 years of experience, and that's why it's so necessary to have a mentor. Tip number 2, you need to make your business client friendly. How do you make your business client friendly? Super easy. Don't be a jerk. One thing I didn't realize before I got into the real estate profession, real estate agents are looked at kind of like used car salesmen. Nothing against used car salesmen, but a lot of times people look at us as, oh, you're going to try and talk me into a house that I don't want, or oh, you're going to put me under contract and force me to use that contract. How I make my business client friendly, I don't put any of my clients under contract until we actually would put an offer in on a house. How I basically set it up with the client is, hey, if I'm doing my job correctly, you're going to want to keep using me. If I suck at my job, I want you to feel free to go use somebody else. I don't want you to feel like you're forced to use me through your contract. And because of that, I think a lot of clients really vibe with that and they really appreciate that, and that's why they love sticking with me. Tip number 3, if you treat your clients like people, they'll treat you like a person. What does that mean? What that means for me is I hate the traditional ways of being a real estate agent. When you get somebody's email address, you put them on a drip campaign, they're getting 2, 3, 4, 5 emails a day for the rest of their life. Me, I'm a millennial. I hate that. Literally hate that. Any company, when I give them an email and they put me on a mailing list and I'm getting an email every day, unsubscribe right away. How I make my business client friendly is I do client appreciation events twice a year that I invite everybody that I've done business with to those client appreciation events. To me, how I've built my business, face-to-face contact is much better than sending somebody something in the mail, sending somebody something in email. Face-to-face contact is much better. So by having 2 client appreciation events, I am always in the back of their mind because they see me twice a year. One thing I've done in the past is rent out a suite at the Twins game and invite everybody we've done business with for the past year and a half. And they appreciate it so much more than being on some email newsletter. Tip number 4, you need to jump in 100%. Another way of putting this is you need to burn the boats. You can't have a backup plan. The age of the part-time real estate agent doesn't exist anymore. I've gotten called by clients, they want to look at properties at 11 p.m. at night. I've also looked at properties at 7 a.m. before. It is very hard to run your real estate business if you are also selling cars on the side or whatever that looks like. Now, caveat to this, I do think you should have some savings saved up. I did, and I'm really glad I did. I got my license in February of 2015, and my first closing was not until June. It's 5 months that I had 0 income coming in because, once again, real estate is 100% commission-based. I think it's important to at least have some savings saved up, have a little buffer just in case things take a little bit longer, which in real estate a lot of times they do. Number 5, don't be salesy. What I mean when I say don't be salesy is millennials hate to be sold. If I talk somebody into a house, if I'm salesy and really sell the house and I see some moisture issues that I'm like, oh, I don't want to tell them about that because I'm just trying to make some money here, people can sense that. Millennials can sense that especially. And so if you're salesy, you are not going to last in the real estate business. So my last tip number 6, is have a daily mode of operation. That is DMO. What is a DMO? It's a daily mode of operation. It's something that you do every day, no matter what. What my typical day looks like, what my DMO looks like is I wake up at 5:30, I'm to the gym by 6, I'm done with my workout by 7 to 7:30. I'm usually doing devos, meditating, prayer from 7:30 to 8, have a little breakfast. Then from 8 to 9, I do all my stuff to catch up, whether that be email, phone calls, all that kind of stuff. Then by 9 a.m., I'm ready to go. So if clients need to go out and see places, I'm ready to go. So I hope this vlog helps anybody who's thinking about getting into the real estate business. And if you have any further questions, I'll put my contact info in the section below, also all my social media handles. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. If you want to keep up with my real estate endeavors, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Yes, I'm talking to you, YouTube. Subscribe to my channel.